I do remember having that first Zoom call with Gary, and I think it was an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I hung up on the phone call. I was just overwhelmed. It was an information overload. But when the time came to put an offer in, I was like, oh, I actually know what these terms mean. I know what I'm putting down. I know what I'm offering, because that's kind of where we started from, instead of jumping into looking at places and not really knowing the foundation of what we're looking at.
The best parts of working with Gary as my real estate agent was his communication skills. He always touched base with me to let me know where things were. He held my hand a lot when I was a little nervous about certain processes. Just all around responsiveness because of his professionalism as well as his hands-on approach to getting the right price as well as shepherding buyers and sellers through the process. I would highly recommend him to family and friends and anybody who's looking for outstanding service.
The thing that I think got us most comfortable with using Gary was one of the first meetings we had before we even started looking at properties was looking at the actual offer contract and seeing all the details there and how thorough Gary was with that process made us a lot more comfortable with purchasing our first home and knowing what to watch out for.
The whole process was pretty intimidating. The contracts were intimidating, but because I knew that this is all part of the process, and that Gary made it very clear. He went through the contract with me, the language, and tried to understand what each of the different terms meant. That helped me feel a little bit more secure about my decision.
It was nice to have, after we saw a few places, we kind of shortened the list down, and then I had my dad come, so Gary, kind of walked us both through all the same stuff again, but answered a lot of questions. My dad asked a lot of questions as an architect, so very patiently Gary answered all of his questions, and it helped to have kind of this sounding board to kind of make sure that I was making a prudent financial decision.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend Gary too. When we were buying a home, we ended up going through 4 contracts, which was a lot. Each one was really stressful. Each one was, Gary put everything together in a night and started the process of going through multiple steps. And because especially when the time, it's a time crunch and you rely on him most, he definitely comes through. So yeah, I'd highly recommend Gary.